Okay, we're never coming back here again.
Why is Abby mad?
I will explain the gossip. Never miss this video. Please subscribe to the channel. When JoJo Siwa strutted into the ALDC with her signature bows, big personality, and camera-ready one-liners, the vibe instantly shifted. Abby Lee Miller had seen her share of dancers come and go, but nothing could have prepared her for the JoJo tornado that was about to sweep through Season 5. JoJo wasn't just another student hoping for a spot on the team. She was a full-blown brand in the making. And while Abby liked talent, she hated attitude. Unfortunately for her, JoJo came with both in abundance. From her very first audition, JoJo challenged the ALDC norm. She talked back, she danced loud, and she didn't cower when Abby raised her voice. That alone made her a lightning rod for drama. Abby believed in discipline, silence, and doing exactly what she said. JoJo, she believed in sparkle, showmanship, and speaking up, even if it meant pushing Abby's buttons on a weekly basis. JoJo's larger-than-life attitude might have earned her instant attention from the cameras, but it also put a massive target on her back. Moms rolled their eyes, Abby reached for her go-to line, "Get out of my studio," and the tension only grew. But JoJo didn't back down. Instead, she doubled down, eager to prove that she wasn't just a reality TV moment. She was a force. If Abby found JoJo exhausting, the dance moms found her infuriating. JoJo's confidence came across as arrogance, and her mother Jessalyn didn't exactly help matters. Jessalyn Siwa was loud, loyal to her daughter, and unafraid to clash with the other moms, especially when they critiqued JoJo. Kira, Melissa, Jill, and Holly all had their moments of tension with Jessalyn. Their daughters had worked for years to get in Abby's good graces, and here came JoJo with her YouTube-ready catchphrases, colorful outfits, and self-made fame. Was she here to dance or to promote her brand? That question lingered in every scene. The moms didn't hide their feelings, and neither did Jessalyn. She believed JoJo deserved to be front and center, and she wasn't afraid to confront anyone who disagreed. This made every dressing room scene feel like a bomb waiting to go off. One wrong word from a mom, or JoJo herself, and the claws came out. But JoJo wasn't just getting heat from the moms. The girls weren't entirely sure what to make of her either. Was she a new friend or just temporary competition? Kendall and Kalani in particular seemed skeptical. The team had a rhythm, and JoJo's presence felt like a disruption. And yet, every time JoJo danced, she delivered. She had charisma, technique, and stage presence. Abby might yell at her in rehearsals, but when the lights dimmed and the music hit, JoJo knew how to perform. Abby gave JoJo multiple opportunities to prove herself through solos, but those opportunities always came with strings attached. JoJo had to follow Abby's strict choreography. She had to tone down her expressions. She had to stop talking back. Basically, Abby wanted JoJo to stop being JoJo. In one memorable moment, Abby assigned JoJo a solo that required intense emotional depth. JoJo, known for her bright energy, struggled to bring the necessary vulnerability. Abby barked instructions. Jessalyn defended her daughter, and JoJo fought to hold back tears. This solo would become a turning point. It showed Abby that JoJo had more range than she let on, but also reminded her that JoJo wasn't easily moldable. The clash came to a head when JoJo went off choreography during a rehearsal, trying to improve a move Abby had carefully planned. Abby exploded. She accused JoJo of being unprofessional, while Jessalyn argued that JoJo was just showing creativity. It was a familiar scene at the ALDC, but the stakes felt higher with JoJo. Abby didn't just want obedience, she wanted control. And JoJo was not the kind of dancer who surrendered it easily. Despite the drama, JoJo kept getting solos. And despite Abby's frustrations, JoJo kept delivering. Whether it was her neon clown-themed number or an emotional contemporary piece, she made every solo unforgettable. Abby might not have liked her style, but even she couldn't deny that JoJo had star quality. Underneath the screaming matches and dramatic walkouts, there was something almost admiring in the way Abby looked at JoJo. Sure, she called her annoying, dramatic, and over the top, but she kept giving her chances. She kept bringing her back. She even praised her in rare moments, admitting JoJo had something special. Abby respected talent, but she also respected hustle. JoJo had both. She wasn't the best technical dancer on the team, but she was arguably the best performer. She could command a stage like no one else, and Abby did want winners. Still, Abby wasn't about to let JoJo run the show. She pushed her harder than almost anyone else. She called her out for being too much. She accused her of not listening. And yet, she never fully gave up on her. That complicated dynamic made every scene with JoJo feel electric. You never knew whether Abby was going to praise her or scream at her. One of the most revealing moments came when Abby pulled JoJo aside and told her point blank, "You're not like the others. You're different. But if you can learn to channel that, you'll go far." JoJo took those words to heart. She didn't want to fit in. She wanted to stand out. And for better or worse, Abby understood that. JoJo's entire aesthetic, bows, glitter, loud outfits, drove Abby crazy. Abby was old school. She believed in slick buns and black leotards, not rainbow tutus and sequin bomber jackets. Every time JoJo showed up in something outrageous, Abby sighed like she was being personally insulted. But JoJo refused to dim her shine. Her bows weren't just accessories, they were part of her brand. She already had a fan base online, and she wasn't about to tone herself down just to blend in. Jesselyn encouraged her to stand out, and that only made the tension worse. Abby wanted discipline. JoJo wanted expression. And while Abby claimed JoJo was too much, JoJo claimed Abby was too strict. Their back and forths became iconic. JoJo didn't cower. She clapped back, she defended herself, and she wasn't afraid to say no. That kind of attitude would have gotten most dancers kicked out, but not JoJo. Somehow she always stuck around. There was one especially chaotic rehearsal where JoJo's bow literally flew off mid-turn and Abby lost it, yelling, "This is a dance studio, not a circus." JoJo calmly picked it up, stuck it back in, and replied, "Then you should stop hiring clowns." It was peak JoJo, and peak dance moms. As JoJo grew more secure at the ALDC, the team's dynamic shifted. Some dancers embraced her as part of the crew, while others saw her as a threat. Maddie was often absent due to siwa commitments, and JoJo began stepping into a more visible role. That did not sit well with everyone. Kendall and Kalani both had moments where they questioned why JoJo was getting so much screen time. Was it her dancing or her drama? And while the answer was probably both, it didn't help team morale. JoJo wasn't just competing in dances. She was competing for attention. Still, JoJo worked hard. She stayed late, rehearsed longer, and took criticism, well, most of the time. Slowly, some of the girls started to respect her. She wasn't just a loudmouth, she was legit. Her duet with Kendall brought out serious competition. JoJo wanted to outshine, while Kendall wanted to prove she was the stronger dancer. Abby used the tension to fuel the performance, and the result was magic on stage but messy behind the scenes. The team was never the same after JoJo joined. She shook up the status quo and forced everyone to step up or step aside. Looking back, JoJo's time on Dance Moms wasn't long, but it was unforgettable. She brought a new energy to the show, one that was bold, unapologetic, and often hilarious. She wasn't afraid to be herself, even if that meant getting yelled at. Abby may have wanted to break her, but JoJo couldn't be broken. She danced her heart out, stood up for herself, and walked away on her own terms. That alone made her a standout in ALDC history. After leaving the show, JoJo exploded in fame. Her brand grew, her bows became a global phenomenon, and she proved that being too much could actually be the secret sauce to success. And Abby? Whether she liked it or not, she had helped shape a superstar.